Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Hey guys, is it bad to play video games? This is just my opinion. I think that video games, especially for me growing up, I spent a lot of time playing Starcraft, first person shooters like Counter-Strike, and played a lot of Dota, which, you know, I've probably spent hundreds if not thousands of hours playing these games. And, you know, through high school, when I used to have arguments with my friends, or if I felt really isolated or I had a really bad day at school, I'd go home and I'd play sort of, you know, a few hours of Counter-Strike, and I'd distract myself from those negative thoughts. And, you know, I think it kind of worked. It helped me through those tough times. But on the other hand, I probably missed out on opportunities of working through those emotions instead of distracting myself. So I think that's where it can be an issue. Video games isn't the cause of problems, or it isn't the cause of things like depression. Those things are going to happen anyway. Video games and distractions just make it easier to, you know, keep your mind occupied while you're going through and delaying dealing with those sort of issues. So I think from my perspective, if video games are holding you back from doing things you're interested in, like your hobbies, things you're passionate in, then you definitely need to limit it. I know in the last couple of years, I've really cut right back on video games, and I've found myself doing more things like creating this YouTube channel, making videos, spending more time with my friends, and traveling and doing all sorts of other stuff. That's my thought on that. If you're in a position where it's holding you back and you're choosing a night in as opposed to going out and seeing friends for dinner, for example, it's something that you should probably balance. You know, it's not bad per se to have a couple nights in and just, you know, spend time alone, especially if you're introverted and you like to recharge your batteries by having your alone time playing games and that sort of thing. Then in moderation, I don't think it's really a problem at all. If anything, I think it's healthy. It becomes a problem where if you're already going through mental, you know, if you're already having challenges with mental illness, mental health, you're lacking self-esteem, confidence, or maybe, you know, you're ruminating on negative thoughts, you're feeling extended periods of, you know, depressed emotions, then you need to find a way to improve your spirits, right? So you got to improve your spirits by going out. And the only way you're going to do this is surrounding yourself around with people, blocking out all the negative people, drop your shit friends and, drop your bad friends and hang out with the most positive people you know, and make an effort to socialize, make an effort to get out of the house, make an effort to talk to people. If you're feeling apathetic and you've been feeling, you know, down for a long time, which I did feel throughout periods of my life, in those moments, what I would have told myself to get myself out of that is to at least leave the house once a day and talk to at least one person. So even if you just say hello to someone you walk past, or how's it going, or good morning, or you know, just someone you exchange words with at the supermarket, even, you know, at Coles or whatever it is. I think you should do that, because it might seem like a small thing, but when you build it up to be a big thing to leave the house, when you build it up to be a big thing to say hello to people, that's where suddenly you build up these irrational anxiety of leaving the house and that sort of thing, and you become trapped in your own mind. You have a negative thought loop and you spend way too much time indoors. So that's my thoughts for people who are struggling with having a constant state of negativity. drop video games and try to go out and talk and socialize with people. Or don't drop it completely, but make sure if you're going to play video games, you're prioritizing doing these things at least once a day. Gaming itself is a little bit like social media. It's not the cause of your depression, but it helps release dopamine. It helps you give you that fix of, you know, being around people and feeling like you've interacted with people and socialized with people. However, it's very different to socialize with someone over the internet playing games or through social media or through social media apps like Instagram and Facebook. That's not a substitute for actually catching up with someone and talking to them face to face over dinner or coffee or whatever activities you enjoy doing. So that's what's on my mind lately. I'm happy to say that, you know, I've been in pretty good spirits the last couple months. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. I think it's just been incremental, and just trying to focus and spend more time with positive people, and also being a bit more in tune with my emotional side and understanding when I'm acting out on impulse and also letting my emotions take over me and just being a bit more conscious of that. And I think that's gone a long way. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you have a good weekend. See you guys next time.
Everything must go sell.